Gender and sexuality studies was the one thing I came into Princeton knowing that I would absolutely do. I actually came in as a mathematics major, hoping a minor in gender and sexuality studies. I dropped the mathematics and turned to sociology, but I still kept gender and sexuality studies.
Growing up, I was very conscious of my identity as a girl and now woman, and so because it always played a role in how I viewed myself and my relationship to my peers and the world around me, it sort of seemed like a natural step to sort of incorporate that into my academic study.
Both my parents were full-time lawyers growing up, and so definitely was a value, and gender equality was a value instilled in me, and it was something I became interested in sort of while I was following politics. One of my favorite classes at Princeton was definitely the Gender and American Politics class. It was my first upper-level seminar, but it was a 6-woman seminar, which was just a fascinating dynamic.
Most recently, I took the history of gender and sexuality in modern America with Professor Canaday, and I loved the course because I felt like I was learning a whole new side of American history. We were looking at these familiar world events, the Depression, the World Wars, but in a new light, and looking at how it specifically affected women and people who were not heterosexual.
She taught this course called Queer Practice. It was also known as Queer Citizenship. It was about 12 students, and pedagogically, it was just unlike any other course that I had taken. We got to class that first day, and she presented us a syllabus, and she said, "Make this whatever you wish." For my senior thesis, I researched gender in preschools. All of the actors in a preschool, with the exception of the children, actually think and talk about gender. Right, so it's in very subtle ways.
Looking at gendered messages in Hillary Clinton's ads in 2008 and 2016, and sort of noting the shift from emphasizing traditionally masculine traits to highlighting more traditionally feminine traits.
The summer after my freshman year, I was accepted into a global seminar that went to Ireland, and I was really, really excited to go, but I needed a bit of financial assistance, and so I reached out to the Gender and Sexuality Studies program.
I would recommend the GSS certificate program for students who know that they're interested in this area in gender and sexuality studies, because it's a great way to sort of learn interdisciplinary approaches, which I think is really important, given that we live in an interdisciplinary world.
I think regardless of your own gender identity or sexual orientation, the field itself is really fascinating, and I think it enriches any scholarly conversation you have.
What I'm very grateful for about having been a GSS certificate is the fact that I have this new awareness.